Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a BO2 Scrim that I've got for you this evening. We have Urbvn playing against Scythe Esports. You see the three members of Urbvn who have already joined: Red, Apollo and Zico. Apollo playing on the Think of Me Bro account. As you can tell, map 1 is going to be Cafe Dostoevsky and Urbvn will be defending first. We do have overtime in this. Thank you all for hanging about. I know there's a slight delay to commentary, that's because players were not joining and I don't want to run through all my topics before people have actually joined. So as I said, best of 2 scrim. Cafe is map number 1 and Urbvn are defending it, and that was their map pick. And then Scythe Esports picked Villa and they chose to attack first, so Urbvn will be defending first on that one. Players of course are allowed in chat until we start each map, then they do have to leave. However, anybody who joins I greatly appreciate. For those of you who don't know, I'm currently on a path to 100 followers, only need 8 more, so if you feel so inclined then feel free to drop a follow if you do enjoy. If you don't, then you do not have to. Any clips you want to make, then feel free to make them. If you post them on Twitter, the only thing I ask is that you at me on Twitter at DylanC14, capital I, not lowercase l. And I'm always happy to retweet any clips taken from my cast. So as I said, this was supposed to start at 5:30. It is going to be slightly bit late, as Profits on the Urbvn players is going to be 10 minutes late as usual. And I'm just going to invite Carbons. He is the captain of Scythe Esports. I haven't casted Scythe Esports before, so it should be rather exciting. So I'm looking forward to see what they have to prove. The last Urbvn player, apart from Profit, to join is of course waived. So I'll just send another invite to Carbons, and then we can hopefully get right into it very soon. Gotta wait for every player to ready up, etc, etc. And yep, Carbons joins. There we go. Okay. Hi Apollo, how are you doing? I'm here, so that means you got to play well, you know. That's how it works. So yeah, as I said, players are allowed in chat until each map starts. We see Curse and Yuli joining. Apollo, tell Waved to hurry up. And I know Profit's going to be slightly late because Profits is very lazy. As you may be able to tell in chat, I do have the Stream Elements bot working now. You know what account is me? Yeah, I do. Don't worry. As the Wolves join. So I recognise a lot of these names, but from other teams, as in they were on former teams, and they have obviously now joined Scythe. So I'm not sure who the last player from Scythe is gonna be. We just have to wait for Waved and Profits. Profits, the lazy Norwegian, is probably going to be like 4 years late, as he's probably still asleep. And the only reason I can say this because I highly doubt he'll watch this back. So as you can tell, first map's going to be Cafe Dostoevsky. What operator bans are we expecting? It depends on how much Scythe have seen Urbvn play. If they've seen a lot of Urbvn, they'll probably ban a Monty. I expect Thatcher to be banned. Capital can sometimes be banned as well. And then Mirror, Echo, Clash, your typical 3 that do get banned because Clash is stupid. The fact that she has 12-meter range on her tasing shield thing is completely dumb. Policy and Waved is going to be in last. The fact he's later than Profits is saying a lot. So you got to tell him. I'll at him and tell him to hurry up then. Or have you already done that, Apollo? Okay, you have. G6 guys, just gonna do some admin-y things. Okay, so still waiting on the same 3 players as we were before. As I said, map 2 is going to be Villa, and that was Scythe's pick, and they decided to pick attack on that. Villa wanted the more defender-sided map, so interestingly, they decided to do the opposite. We've seen Urbvn have a lot of success on their Villa defences, so it's going to be fairly risky to play that. Policy, you know, it's like, yeah, lazy. So I've gone through all the operator bans I expect. Hi Guab, how are you doing, mate? As I said at the start, just need 8 more followers. We hit 100, which would be very, very appreciated. So if you do enjoy, feel free to drop a follow. But partway through, I think Stream Elements is going to link my socials. So if you do find any clips you like, feel free to take them. If you put them on Twitter, you can always at me at DylanC14, capital I, not lowercase l. And I'm always there to retweet any clips that get made in my cast. So still waiting on Waved and Profits from Urbvn. It doesn't surprise me in the slightest, as the final player for Scythe join is Aero Max. Apollo, if you're still here, tell Profits and Waved. Well, I imagine Red's calling Profits at a minute, isn't he? Lazy. The only reason I can bully Profits because I doubt he's actually going to watch this back. Too lazy. Too lazy. Okay, I'll invite them both manually. Profits is on Siege, so I don't know why he hasn't joined yet. And Waved is, as always, appearing offline. Waved changing his gamer tag slightly. As you can tell now, you can use your channel points you get to make polls. So if you do want to, then feel free to do that. I will then send what answers you want. If you know it's appropriate, I'll let it go through, and if it's not, you'll get a refund of your points. So we are still waiting on the Viking himself, Mr. Profits. So because of that, I'm just going to probably spam him for a bit. Okay, that's probably enough invites for him. Once every player ready's up, then we can jump into things. I'll message Scythe that. Okay, we're still waiting on Profits. Let me check. He's in the menu, so he won't be too long. There you go, that's my Twitter if anybody wants to make any clips. Sit in chat from Stream Elements. Just at me on there, and I'm, as I said before, I'm always there to retweet if anybody makes any clips, as it's just a bit of free publicity really. So we're still waiting on Profits. Once we do start Apollo, you are going to have to leave, my friend. Don't worry. You see, the good thing is, Apollo, whenever I cast, you play quite well. So you better continue that trend. Finally, Profits is here. Oh, it's always one. So now we just wait for every player to ready up, and I guarantee there's going to be one that doesn't. And how late are we going to start? About 15 minutes if everyone readies up quick enough, which is actually pretty decent time. As we wait for Red, Carbons and Curse, then we can jump right into things. We are just waiting on Curse. So I do recognise some of Scythe's names. Yuli, he was on Good Morning Esports, I believe. The Wolves, I want to say Abrupt. As everybody readies up, so we can go into map number 1, which is Cafe Dostoevsky. Carbons, I'm I know him from somewhere. However, not sure where. Apollo, if you're in chat, you are going to have to leave. Good luck, have fun both teams. And we should have, hopefully, a good game. Never seen Scythe play, so it'd be nice to see how they do. Casted Urbvn quite a lot. So, operator bans. Ban number 1, probably going to be a Thatcher, as Urbvn do usually end up banning a Thatcher. I can't think of them banning somebody else. Have I watched them do that? Okay, good, it was Thatcher. So they don't make me look like an idiot. Cafe used to be very Capital heavy ban because that skylight was so powerful, but of course now with Monty being stupidly strong, we often see him ban, and especially as Red does love to play a bit of Monty, it wouldn't surprise me to see him banned. We may also see a Nomad ban. Defenders, we may also see a Valk ban as well. It is going to be a Monty. So Red can't play the only operator that he's good at. So we are going to look at defender bans. It's probably going to be something like a Mirror Valk or an Echo Valk. I can't see either team banning Clash, as we are going to have a look at the ban now. It is going to be a Valkyrie. Valkyrie very strong. Of course, you can throw all her cams outside and then become very difficult to see. And Scythe not really wanting to have to play an IQ. So Urbvn have got the final ban in map number 1. They are defending first, so they have the last ban overall. And they are going to ban the Echo. Echo, very strong operator. If you watch the TEG playoff round number 1, upper bracket between Apollo and the old Dadless, you'd know why Echo is so strong. Okay, we are going to Bar Cocktail first. Interesting, because a lot of teams have recently been playing Kitchen first. I still think Bar is the better site, however, people often disagree. We're going to actually see a Doc from Red. Doc, not your typical operator you see on this top floor site, so it'd be good to see him play. And it is going to be a 6-pick, as Yuli 6-pick from Nomad. Red going to be on that Goyo. He plays a lot of Goyo, and Yuli going on to that Zephyr. Interesting choice of hard breaches being Maverick and Hibana. So they obviously do expect a top floor hold. We aren't going to see any Thermite. Thermite very strong on this site, especially he opens up Piano Wall onto Red Stairs, and he can also open either Freezer or he can open into Bar from Piano. Looking like a fairly standard setup being brought by Urbvn. Nobody really standing out for me. We are probably going to see Waved play on Heaven. That's where he plays a lot, and he very good games playing up there. Profits is going to castle this off. I really like this because it makes your player, which is Zico playing Pixel, very difficult to dislodge. Wave making some rotates. Apollo, or Think of Me Bro, his real gamer tag is Apollo, so that's what we're going to call him. He's going to place him down some ADSs. It's actually is Red holding reading. That's very different. Don't often see that, but it's nice to have some sort of roam game. Cafe is of course a very top heavy map, so you start at the top, work your way down as the Wolves. Just taking a lot of health to start things off. He's going to send that debris absolutely flying. Aero going to be droning, and Yuli is too. Carbon's going to be watching that Piano Wall. They're going to be opening above it. Zico is that player who's just going to wait. Rocking that very nice Black Ice. The Zephyr charge goes off. His shield gets popped very early on. That's Yuli from Cigar Window, or Piano Window, whatever you would like to call it. Red is the only roamer. Prophet's just playing White Stairs. We've got Thinker or Apollo playing on cams back in Bar. And Wave just going to play Cigar. Cigar, a very powerful spot. He's just here to waste time with his smoke grenades as Yuli drones in, finds out that nobody is in Piano. Wave has got to be careful, but I don't think the Wolves has spotted the smoke's feet, so he's going to get away with that. 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 He's going to get away Luckily, as Yuli has dropped in. That's Red with the C4 onto Yuli. Very good intel being gathered. That's from Finker on the cams, or Apollo. And Yuli actually didn't notice Wave was there, and Wave is going to see the ash of Carbons. Did Carbons see the ash, the smoke of Wave? The shotgun comes out. He hears the drone getting thrown. And he misses the shot. And he's going to get killed from Carbons because of it. Another drone comes through as well. This equalises things out. He did get to use a lot of his utility. That castle barricade is going to get opened up. What is getting Hibana? I'm confused what error is Hibana. He's Hibanaing onto piano. So, Urbvn very much trapped in sight, but Apollo finds one onto Carbons. The battle of the Ash Jaeger mains, and this time Jaeger comes out on top. Zico having a bit of a firefight onto the player in Cigar, with Profits watching for any flank. In fact, somebody is going to be getting rather brain. I believe it's Era. Actually, Era's going to back off as Curse goes down to the main stairs. He knows Red is around. He's going to have to ignore him as D-Wolves. It's getting very dangerous to be in Finker's line of sight. Profit goes down to Aero. Frag grenades go out. Zico is going to be seeing anybody who goes past, but Apollo finds the Wolves. The diffuser has been dropped, and it's all left up to Aero. He's in a 1v3. He does find Apollo, but time is of the essence. Urbvn win round number 1. Very dominant way to start things off. Very nice early pick to come out from Apollo. From Red, sorry, with the C4. And they'll be very happy with how that one went, as we are going to see Kitchen for our next site. The Rook being brought, that's probably going to be 6-bit to Goyo. Actually, never. I think this is a double ACOGs, shall we say, because we got waved on the dock as well. Attackers bringing an identical lineup. I guess that confirms they were planning to attack bottom. Planning to attack double kitchen. They had to adjust to attacking bar. Did a good job of it as well.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So this is some teams' preferred site. We are probably going to see a rotation hole in this bakery wall. We're going to have a double ACOG set up. That's going to probably be one playing bakery. We'll have one playing in VIP watching into white. Red going to be doing those reinforcements. Profit's going to be doing the standard castle setup. Start impacts made. Is the other one going to be made? Red is the only one who can make them. Unless Profit. He's actually going to reinforce both of them. That's not something you see every day. You usually have this left one, this western one soft, and you can make a rotation into bakery. We've got an ADS behind desk. Yep, Red does make the other one. He's going to be the one to watch at the start. Profits is doing those castle setups. Waved, getting ready to play in VIP. This is looking like a small bakery take. Other doorway has been opened up. Red's going to use that ACOG to his advantage. Oh, the bullets just fly over his head. I don't think he was droned out. So we already get clear from this team Scythe. So guys, I had to deal with admin things. Carbons is dropped. He is going to be droned through this top floor by the Wolves and Aero. And Yuli is going to be droned by Curse into train. He's actually going to go straight down onto red stairs. He does have to be careful because Profits is waiting for him. The castle not going to have to move much. I think Yuli may just think better of it. Rotate back up the stairs, or is he going to stick this? I think the call has come out. Red needs to be careful so he's not cut off as Zico gets taken down by Yuli. The bandit, very long distance shot exactly where Red is right now. They're going to watch that as the vertical starts to come out from Yuli. Shooting off the devil. He's actually going to see the rook there of Red take him very low. Red's very lucky to get away with that as Yuli misses those pistol shots. Stim come out onto Red. Is Wave going to use a second one? As Apollo is going to be sat on cams. He's on that fragging roll, but he can sit in prep. knowing that he is perfectly safe. So this is very much a vertical, and maximise the vertical as Red takes even more damage, so that's Carbon's droning things out. He's just going to push around, look for anybody that he can see. He does see somebody. Was that Wave?
Have located a bomb.
I believe it was Profits. Wave knows the Ash player is nearby. However, Aero is nearby as well. And there's Profits is nearby as well. Aero with the double kill, very nice. Leaving Scythe in a 5v2. With Red looking for that Maverick. He's going to find it. He gets the diffuser carrier down, but Yuli is there to refrag, leaving Apollo in a 1v4. He's clutched these before. Can he clutch them now? He's going to look for the Hibana. The cross angle comes out. Aero with a triple for the round. Scythe find themselves onto the board. Very good attack there, maximising that vertical destruction, which is key to taking this kitchen site easily. So we will probably see that site once again, except we're not. We're going to see reading, as of course this is a scrim, so everybody is just trying to practice each site individually. As Profits is on the mirror, I probably expect that to be a 6 pick, to be honest. Indeed it is. Is that going to be onto like a castle? It's going to be onto a pulse. The attackers bring in the same lineup once again. Interestingly, they aren't bringing the thermite. It's actually going to be to a maestro. Our first time we get to see maestro and mute. They're the only two new operators being brought this round. So reading and dining. This is your typical tertiary site. It's very difficult to defend here. You need, as we often see, a very top floor heavy hold, because this site is so weak. Well, reading, which is the majority, this site is so weak to vertical. The entire ceiling is vertically destructible, whereas dining is under the nice solid wall floors of bathroom, freezer, white, and pixel. Speaking of pixel, Zico's going to play here once again.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
Wave going to be on that dock, playing in site, with Profits playing in train. This Wave, what's he looking for? Just going to shoot the bottle. I think he's looking for anybody dropping new hatch. So here come the attackers. We are probably going to see Curse get ready to sledge everything. Send debris absolutely flying, as the attackers will regroup. Start droning out this top floor. Now there's a player on Pixel. We've got to watch out for Apollo, who's playing in bar. This is a very loose top floor hold, I'm not going to lie. Zico, he's going to be the one looking for carbons. Curse going to drop as well. Yuli has dropped 2. The droning comes out. I'm going to hope that they can hide the fact that that shield is going to be destroyed by an Ash Charge. And he's actually just going to retreat now. He has been flashed. He's going to be glad to know that he is in relative safety. Think of me, bro. Or Apollo going to be opening up some bullet holes. Red has taken damage. Meanwhile, that's probably from a breaching charge, but Waved finds himself on the board, finding a kill onto Aero. He's going to stim himself up here. He's just going to dip his Curse, and Carbon's going to be droning. See that there's a player in freezer. That player is Zico, and Zico going to be distracted by the drone and finished off by Yuli. There's a Fear player now going to push up on to the Jaeger. He's going to find that kill as well. The roam clear has been very effective. There is one more upstairs, but that player is going to retreat down white. That player, of course, being Waved. Profit's going to cover him as Carbons, Curse, Yuli, and the Wolves are all on this top floor, just fully clearing out as the hatch has been popped by Curse. They don't really need to be worried of anybody. That grenade might find a lot. It just does tickles Waved slightly, as Red and Profits is also on site. This It's very difficult to dislodge these players. There is a C4 available. Actually, there isn't. Waved is holding this very nice angle. He's only got to watch for white stairs as Profits gets taken out by Yuli. Waved, here's the Maverick nearby. The grenade's going to do a little bit of damage to him. Does see the other player and he's going to get killed by a grenade there, leaving Red in a 1v4. There is friendly fire though as the Wolves gets taken out by Yuli. Red going to sprint on past. He's going to see the sledge. The sledge turns around just quick enough. And a very hard site to defend is shown exactly why as Scythe pick up that one to take themselves in the lead for the first time this game. So we're going to see Bar Cocktail once again. Urbvn, they won this first try. They're going to try and recreate that success. They're going to want to win the next 3 in a row to have an average defense on Cafe. So it is obviously extremely important that they play these sites well. So we're going to see Profits on Goyo and Red on Dock this time. Wave going to be back on the smoke. The attackers once again bringing an identical lineup as they did before.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So what are Urbvn going to do differently? That is the question. Possibly not a lot, as we're probably going to see the same setup. I will talk you through the utility being brought from both teams. From Urbvn, they've got 4 barbed wire, 2 deployable shields and a C4. From the side of Scythe, they've got 4 frag grenades, 6 stuns and 3 breaches being brought by Yuli. This is fairly standard utility to expect to see on this map. We are probably going to see the same sort of hold, you know, Wave playing Cigar with for his life, not with his life, and Thinker or Apollo playing back here. Profits is actually going to put Goya Shield on Heaven. We haven't seen that before, but Red's going to make those bullet holes. Just trying to hit them now. So Scythe are going to make their way all the way to the roof now. As usual with Cafe. It's not surprised to see everybody up here. The sledgehammers start to go off. Down go the hatches. Well, up goes the debris. And all the flood of drones come in to make sure that they're okay. They know Zico's going to be playing in this spot once again. Didn't see that drone though. So Yuli getting away fairly quickly. Carbon's gonna get ready to destroy that shield. They are just gonna pre-fire near the shield, but Zico, he's not dumb, so he is gonna make sure he can. He's actually been flashed. I don't think the attackers know this because he's currently backed into a wall. Is he gonna retreat? Yes, he is, or no, he's not. He's gonna be shot through the shield by Curse, and he is going to move away. He's going to rotate into Freezer, most likely through Bathroom, as Apollo goes down fairly early on. Yuli finding that kill. I think that was a wall bang. Yuli though taken very low, very low. Smoke grenade or anybody breathing near Yuli is going to be enough to take him down. That shield is causing a lot of issues. It's preventing all sorts of pushes. There's an ADS there to watch out for, as well as Wave and Red can play fairly aggressive. That's Curse making his way into Freezer. Not sure what he's going to try and aim at. Carbon's going to be droning as Yuli is going to know that there is one on Heaven. The smoke grenade comes out. The flashes as well to burn that ADS, and the Wolves still sat on camps. This is very effective from Wave as he's denying all sorts of pushes. He's actually just going to prone around. That's going to be broken. So very close to him. He's going to be happy with that. How has he gotten away with it? That is the question. The drone though does spot him, and he knows that the sledge is nearby. He does find the kill onto Curse, but Aero refrags and the Wolves finds a kill as well. But Zico refrags onto Yuli, so it's a 2v3. Wamai and Prophet, the only ones left, but Prophet's going to hold on White Stairs. The Wolves is going to get the plant down. Carbon's is going to peek this, try and make Prophet give away his position. Prophet's is going to find a headshot onto Aero. The bullets come out. He's going to know that there is one near Freezer. Or no, he doesn't, as Scythe win 3 in a row. The Wolves mop swings up to find 2 in that round. So where are we going to go next? That is the question, and it's going to be kitchen. I expect to see the next site, no matter the score, to be reading. We may see bar, but this is of course Scrim. None of these results are going to determine anything. We've got Red playing a mirror, and he's actually going to 6-pick this. Is it to be a Doc or someone? No, it's to go Wamai. Or is it? Is he changing his mind? No, it is Wamai. The attackers bring the same lineup we've seen the previous 4 rounds. So what are they do differently to deny all that vertical that was their downfall last time? You know, Kitchen is incredibly vulnerable to vertical, with of course train, mining and dining all being the source of a lot of vertical pains. As that's an interesting spot to place that shield. I'm assuming there's going to be an ADS nearby. There's actually going to be a double shield with Wave placing one down as well. Actually, they're going to change their mind. It's going to go in prep with Apollo going to be placing his ADSs nearby that as well. Prophet's going to be castling off the standard castle spots we saw before as Zico comes back from reinforcing hatch. Is this going to be a bandit trick? I'm assuming no, judging by the fact he's placing them all down now. This is looking like a main push, but we'll probably see people. All of Scythe, yeah, all of Scythe are going to go up to the top. They know there's no point applying any pressure on this bottom floor yet, so they're going to apply all that pressure vertically. Let's get ready to destroy all these hatches. Not a lot of action so far. That's not surprising, as everybody starts to drone things out, as Carbons is the player to drop first. He's going to make sure that nobody is in Pixel, which this time Zico is not playing. That's the default going down. Aero moving throughout the building as well. There's going to be some more droning. There is a roamer on this floor. It's Apollo. And they don't know he's here. So very good roaming from the Jaeger. That's the hatch though being opened up, and he's got to be careful of that as Profits goes down to Yuli fairly early on. Is that to do with vertical? No, Yuli pushing right up into Brown Bar. Apollo is just going to wait for anybody to drop. Here's one who's dropped, and it is the Sledge. Is he going to find that kill? That's the question. Yes, he is. He finds the pistol kill. Does he see that other player, though? That is the question. He's going to reload. We saw him have a great round on this position before, and he's going to find the headshot onto Aero. Apollo, the headshot machine. He's going to wait in fireplace, look for anybody above as Red goes down, but Zico refrags, and the Ash of Carbons finds one. Yuli has been taken out, and it's now down to a 2v2 as Zico and Wave, the two anchors, against the Ash and the Maverick. Okay, and Wave's getting ready. Wave just gonna move his shield about as that is Hatch, I believe, being Maverick. Indeed it is. If there is a C4, that could be very, very good. Interesting use of Maverick. Beautiful smoke grenade to force them away from Wave. He does have to be careful as he is in a dangerous position. As that is pillars will getting opened up from the Ash of Carbons. The Wolves and Carbons both on their drones here. That's very risky. Waved. knows that there are people nearby. The proximity gets triggered as Carbons is going to try and push into Scythe. He's got a live ping on Wave. Can he find the headshot? He can. Zico, though, is there to refrag. It's now a 1v1. Zico just going to try and force the Wolves to plant. Can he find the diffuser? That's the question. He does, finds the body shot kill. It doesn't matter. Urbvn take that round to find themselves back on the board. I've got to say, Apollo's roam there was exceptional. To get a 2k when he probably shouldn't have. Arguably he should have killed that sledge quicker, but to get that kill onto Aero was very good. He just sort of got cross-angled from above and in fireplace. So the final round of this first half, of this first map, is going to be played in Bar. That doesn't surprise me, as Urbvn are definitely going to want to win this one, as they have lost 3 on one of the most defender-sided maps. Again, of course, this is Scrim. We don't know what these teams are going to be trying out, so a lot of these struts we're seeing could be new. We are actually going to see a sick pick from the attackers. We are going to see a Capital from Carbons. He's off the Ash. This may catch Urbvn off guard, as they haven't been. I think there's a 6 pick in round 1 and it was Yuli 6 picking to Zafia from somebody, and I can't remember who. We'll see what Urbvn run on this setup. It's going to look like a similar one, probably. But this time they're back on the roles they were on round number 1. It's going to be red on the boy into the Prophet. And red will be... we'll actually see a castle instead of the dot. Zico going to play Pixel once again. That's not a surprise, to be honest.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
It's Prophet and ready to set up his castles. That's risky. The castle player potentially getting pre-fired from spawn by, I believe that was the shots of Aero. Prophets does have to get away quickly. Actually, no, it's okay. Yeah, the castle barricade doesn't go down. He's going to want to be careful now, and he's going to get covered by Zeke. Goy has been popped already from Wave to deny any sort of drop down. Prophets is going to get away safely, much to the relief of the rest of Urbvn. 5 attackers are all droning right now as Capital gets Freezer, even though it's been fully reinforced. Waved is the first casualty. The smoke getting taken out by Yuli fairly early on, to be honest. Zico going to be watching for any new bulk hatch. He's also going to be looking for any drone. Thinker or Apollo's making his way back up the stairs. The breaching charges come out. Oh look, what a surprise when Mai's playing there once again. Flashbangs are all coming out. The magnet gets thrown out as well. They're going to look for some vertical flashbang going out. Zico's actually going to move out of that one. He does have to be careful. Yuli is looking for him. All 5 of the attackers have dropped. Apollo, that's somebody's head. Does he not know? Or can he not see? I don't know if he can, but Red Arrow walking around that middle floor alone. Really going to be walking into sight, and he's going to find Apollo there. He finds a double for the round. The fire comes out. Prophets takes a lot of damage behind the shield. Zico gets down. And Red's going to throw a C4. That's going to be a good one. Can it connect? No, it can't. Prophets finds Yuli to equalise things as Red finds one onto Curse. So it is a 2v2, but D-Wolves is going to manage to get the plant down. He's going to be shot, though, from Bathroom. Red and Carbons very close to each other. They know it. That's the question. The ping comes out. Down goes Prophets. Down goes Red as well. And Scythe managed to win 4 attacking rounds on Cafe Dostoyevsky. as we will go and switch halves. So where are we going to see Scythe go first? They are going to go bar and cocktail, much like we saw Urbvn do. They're going to bring a maestro and mute to it. Those are the two differences there. Well, actually, no maestro. It's probably going to then be 6th picked from the Wolves. And he is going to 6th pick onto that maestro. We are going to see our first thermite waved on that operator, and IQ being brought by Zico. So we'll see what the side of Scythe decide to do differently compared to what we saw Urbvn do before. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Yuli going 10 and 4. He is top fragging for Scythe. Aero just them behind, whereas on the side of Urbvn it's Zico going 5 and 4. He's top fragging there. I think Urbvn, we've got a bit of work to do to bring this one back. How did he not manage to hit Aero there? That is fairly impressive. Interestingly to see the bathroom rotate on the ground level. You often see it vaultable. However, we aren't going to see that.
5 seconds left.
Fairly standard reinforcements being brought. I start to see the other maestro up here. Or not.
Bomb located by attackers.
Is it gone? Ah, it's gone to watch down white to watch the flank of Aero's Wamai. We are looking at a fairly similar. Yuli's actually roaming below. He's just gonna place down some barricades as the attackers are gonna make their way to the roof. Red on that sledge is gonna send the debris flying. We'll probably see Zico and Aero having a bit of a gunfight. My discs being thrown out. Very nice spot to get it on the couch. Very difficult to notice. Zico is going to be the one looking for him though. That is the question. Can he find him? He does see the head there. Doesn't land the shots. Is Aero going to be watching? Just going to ping the roof to let the rest of his team know that somebody is there. Piano though gets opened up by Waved. He's going to place Claymore down, and it's not going to be at the right angle for him, so he's going to move that one around. Kerr's got the smoke canisters ready, and he's going to throw them out. The only person who's pushed in is going to be Wave. Wave does have to be careful though, because that obviously wasn't droned as Curse. So Wave gets covered. And Wave actually finds the pistol kill onto Aero before getting refragged. How on earth has he got away with that? Carbons is there to find the retrade on him. I'm shocked that managed to work. Gas grenades are going out the flank, but the Claymore from Wave. He's revenge from the grave as Yuli goes down. The flank though by Carbons onto Red is going to do enough to equalize things out. We are looking at a very, very close round as that Jaeger has dropped. Evan is just going to get pre-fired by the G8. Prophet's going to drop as well. Comes coming up white stairs. Curse is in bathroom with the Wolves, the only one on site. A cheeky plant could potentially go down, but is do Urbvn know this? Apollo though finds a kill onto Carbons. Very nice for him. He's just going to shoot things as that ADS gets ready to get rid of that Maestro. No more intel for the defenders. The shotgun from Curse finds a nice kill there with Zico. And Prophets are the only ones left. Prophets gets down. Zico though refrags it, and he gets the final one too. And Urbvn bring it back from the brink to find themselves back an extra round there. Quite surprised that they managed to bring that one back, no disrespect. However, they did look very poor early on. We managed to see Wave charge on in, all on his own, with the pistol. And he actually managed to find a kill. And that's the most crucial thing. Yuli's definitely going to 6th pick off that Frost as we go to Kitchen. He managed to get a kill there when he probably shouldn't have. rushing in onto Aero, finding that early kill onto Wamai. Wamai's an operator that gets stronger as the round goes on, as we see Yuli going on to the Wamai. It's his turn as Carbons brings out the trusty ACOG of Doc.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So we're going to see a bakery hold from Carbons. He's going to be using that MP5. Some people run the P90 for this bakery hold, which always intrigues me as to why. We've got the shotgun holes being made by Curse on to anybody pushing down red stairs. We see small bakery or wedding get reinforced by Doc. Only partly. They haven't brought a castle though. And you often see a castle barricade on that one. You may see a rotation in the right one. You can play behind the fallen cabinet there. Get a nice cross angle with your player in bakery. Yuli, without knowing, is going to get spotted. He is very risky. Waved is going to be the one looking for that kill. He's going to place a shield down as well, leaving one soft actually. I don't know if he can reinforce that. The jammer, in fact he can. Does that destroy the jammer? No, it doesn't. So I'm surprised about that, to be honest. Garvin's going to be looking, playing in coat check, going to be looking on those cams. Yuli is going to be holding bakery as well. We've got the Jaeger of Aero roaming the middle floor as the attackers of Urban make their way to the roof. Got Zico on the IQ sledge being played by Red. And top floor control already in the hands of Urban, but do they know it? They've got to watch out for Aero as he is roaming. Holding in laundry, going to look for any flanks and try and get some off down white stairs. The other four are on or near site. Aero is definitely the player to watch here. It's do the attackers know he's there? He's going to run out and be called out by Zico as well, as Waved finds the opening kill onto Yuli. That's very crucial. That's coming from outside bakery. The Thermite player playing all alone, finding a very nice kill. A very good first pick as Aero gets caught in the crossfire as Apollo is there to take that one out. The barricade has been placed. Do Urban destroy it? They're going to drone it out first. The player they've got to be careful of is Carbons. He's going to use the ACOG from coat check through kitchen into prep. He has been droned, and I think now he knows this, so he's got to watch out. There is a player waiting on red for him, as that is Profits. Red's going to start opening up above, as Zico wants to kill onto the Wolves as well. Carbons, right, and Curse left against the world. It's going to be difficult to bring this one back, especially when the flashbangs are coming in. And oh, he turns around. Apollo's there, and Apollo's there to finish things up as Curse finds a kill. He's going to rotate on past. He's going to hold a very nice angle as Red is going to start to get the plant down. Waved is going to peek him and going to find out. That was a wise decision. Curse going to escape with his life after Apollo puts a ton of damage into the smoke player. He's got the shotgun ready, and he's going to be shot there by Apollo. Urban looking much stronger on these attacks as they equalize things 4-4. So where are we going to see next? We are going to see Bar once again being brought from the side of Scythe. The defenders are going to bring the same lineup as they brought to the first time, as he did go down to a 1v1 between Curse and Zico, I believe. And the attackers are bringing an identical lineup as they brought last round. It did work out a lot better that last round, apart from maybe Wave throwing himself at the SMG-11 of Curse. Curse being left alone quite a lot, but he is on that smoke. So he's going 666. As we are on round 9 of 12 of regular play. There is overtime, only 3 rounds. We'll have to see if we go there or not. The overtime sides are of course on random. And we will head to Villa as map number 2. So we are going to see the Wolves run a similar Maestro setup. Yuli making holes down below to play that vertical for anybody playing in reading. Excuse me, as Curse makes the rotation there.
Bomb located by attackers. The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Got the similar shield set up
Attackers have
being
recovered their
brought.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
The Wolves going to be making the rotations. As we have a look at the attackers stacking up ready to rappel onto the roof. The only one who isn't spawning is Prophet. He's going to make his own way up. Possibly going to stop off at Cigar, try and burn some magnets and ADSs off Aero. Aero. Oh dear, my pronunciation. So we're probably going to see Wave reach the piano. Well, that is so very early on to get it. Of course, by barricading this off, you give that away for free. And I think Prophet doesn't drone Carbon's out. So Carbon's going to get quite lucky playing in shop. Aero's got to be careful, as Waved is there with the 5.56, ready to unload any bullets he may have. As those Sophia charges go off in the freezer, the smoke grenade comes off, and that's from behind, I believe. Zico rappelling onto the white stairs window. Beautiful kill. Didn't even know he was there, and you can tell neither did the defenders. Carbon's very much the man to watch for this current play. Does he give away his position? He's spotted by Wave. The crouch spamming comes out from both players. As Apollo though finds Yuli, finds Curse, sorry, as Carbons gets taken out by Waved himself. Zico finds the double for the round onto the Wolves, and it's now left Yuli in a 1v5. A bullet's come through from Zico. Waved is going to try and plant now. Yuli in a difficult position as 5 members of Urbvn. It's going to be difficult to find ill, and indeed he won't, as Zico finds a round. So Urbvn are back in the lead all the way for the first time since round number 1. A flawless round, what a perfect way to do it as well. It's 5-4 for Urbvn. They only need 2 rounds to win. Map number 1. We are going to see reading fireplace. Nope, that's just regular reading. Apologies, my brain was like, oh, this is mining dining. It's nope, it is reading dining or reading fireplace, whatever you would like to call it. So let's have a look at the utility that will be brought from both teams. The defenders of Scythe are bringing 2 deployables, a bulletproof cam, a nitro, and 2 barbed wire. This is probably going to be quite a vertical setup, as the Wolves is probably going to castle these 3 eastern windows. Meanwhile, the attackers are bringing 3 claymores, 3 flashes, and 2 frag grenades. A lot of claymores, and they are definitely going to try and deal with all this roaming that's been going on, as we saw Yuli play most of that last round on the mute downstairs. It's not something you typically see from a mute player, and the Wolves is probably going to do heaven window as well. Indeed he does. This is a fairly common setup for a vertical play. You want all eastern windows castled. We'll see these reinforced. The only difference to one that you may know from Reaper is instead of a pulse, it's going to be a Wamai being brought, but he is going to play in Smoke's position. Shotgun holes are all coming out. Pillars has been reinforced. I think the attackers know this. They're regrouping for just a straight reading take. There is vertical, they have to be careful. The Wolves
The
and
attacker's bomb
the
diffuser
shotguns
has been
of the
dropped.
SAS
Attackers
duo
have
of
recovered
Curse
their
and
defuse.
Carbons are going to be aware of this. And it's going to be a rush. We can see as Curse gets taken down. The Wolves is there, going to try and refrag. He's going to find one onto Prophet. And the V8 fire comes out. The cross angles are set up. The Wolves gets taken down. Yuli gets taken down. And Urbvn, they are dangerous when they rush. Zika, though, does get retreated by Aero. But the plant has gone down. Zika and Wave to mop things up. Urbvn find themselves a match point after a flawless rush strategy there. They ran straight into the face of shotguns and lived to tell the tale. They'll be very happy with how that round went to take themselves onto match point. Now what we are learning is both teams are very good at attacking and do seem to be struggle with defending. And where, oh where, is Scythe going to go? Now they're going to try bar. They're going to hope third time's the charm for... Nope, they're going to go reading. Change their mind at the last minute. So they bring a rook. I don't think we'll see a rush from Urbvn once again. If we do, they may just do it on the other side as Yuli's going to bring the pulse. Not sure what that's going to do for us, the site of reading. But he is going to probably play in kitchen to play underneath train. Or he could play in train and watch for above.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Now this lineup is exactly identical to the Reaper EN strat. If you don't know who he is a Pro League analyst. And he came up with the strat for reading that we are basically seeing right now. Because actually we're going to see Hatch reinforced from Yuli. Playing on those fragging operators, so we'll be glad he stays on one. These Wolves are going to get reinforced, and Meat Jammers also going to get placed down below. ADS is there. So whilst it's the same operator lineup being brought, the same rough reinforcement, it's not the same like shield placements. You would see it.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
I'm trying to see. I think they are trying to play it very similar. So they're going to play for that vertical once again. But Urbvn, I don't think are interested in that. We saw them though flawlessly just group up outside Hell and just push straight in without any sort of issue. This is going to be a much more standard take. We're going to drop that diffusers. We probably see Red open everything up. Wave's going to realise that this window has been castled. He's just going to watch for any runouts. He's going to drone as well. Zika's going to notice his arrow stood there. The Wolves is the only other player playing on this top floor. No smoke nearby. Smoke's just going to play lower white. With Yuli playing in train like a guest and Curse playing in breeding. The 2C4s are going to try and catch these Urbvn attackers off guard. Two Urbvn attackers are inside the building, Apollo and Red. They are getting ready to push in. I think the pulse here is going to be very important. He's going to ping it for his team. The diffuser has been dropped. He's going to know roughly where some are. As they are now in C4 safety. Well, Apollo isn't. As they look like they're getting ready to start things off. As Profits finds the opening kill onto Aero. Wave's dropped outside. Zico breaking things open. Apollo's just going to peek that. The Wolves gets taken down as well. Urbvn find themselves in a 3v5. Hose a free... Carbons takes it to Scythe to be in a 3v4. The beautiful flicks from Apollo. Apologies there for my brain to stutter as Carbons once again refrags the player out. He finds Apollo, leaving it in a 3v2 in Urbvn's favour. Wave though, going to catch him off guard. The gunner that is playing on that supportive role is going to look to close things out here. The last one going to be Yuli. Going to sew one. They're going to know he's in laundry, but he's not going to find the shots. Urbvn win 5 attacks out of 5 attacks as Red finishes things off as we finish map number 1. It was a thoroughly enjoyable one. I had to say, at the start I was concerned for Urbvn going 2-on-4 on their defences, but those attacks, both teams showing that they are so very good at the attacks. Of course, this is only map number 1 of 2. we have Villa still to come, which was Scythe's pick. They chose to start on attack for that one. See Zico and Apollo going 12 and 6, 12 and 8 respectively. Yuli going 10 and 9. Very solid game from both teams. A lot of things both teams could take away regarding the defences. I think the attacks were fairly strong. As we will be going to Villa. There is of course a maximum 10-minute break as Villa bans. What can we expect to see? Monty is basically a guarantee. Of course, all these long corridors. He can use these strong, long lines of sight. I also expect to see probably something like a Thatcher. He is so very strong, of course. So to see him banned won't surprise me. The defenders, as Monty's banned, you do sometimes see a clash ban on that map. However, you also sometimes see the standard mirror and echo bans. Apollo saying good half. Yep, good half from both teams. Thank you all for currently sticking around. If you have enjoyed that first map, then feel free to drop a follow. I'm currently on 92 followers, I believe. So if we can just get 8 more, that'd be greatly appreciated. Of course, any support I do get is very much appreciated. You can tell by the stream elements bot link that was sent. If you do find any clips, feel free to @me on Twitter. That is my Twitter link. I'm just going to notify a league I cast for that map 2 is about to start, because I think a lot of people would enjoy this one. I hate that there's no autocorrect when you're sending links. Apologies, just talk amongst yourselves, chat for a minute. Apollo saying I told you I'd gun. Well, I'm not gonna lie, you didn't have the best start, but you definitely made up for it. I think what we saw there is both teams very good at attacking and both teams really struggling to defend there. So I'm not sure how that will translate into Villa, another very defender-sided map. So we'll have to see about that one. So we just wait for the players to ready up. Thank you people who are still sticking around. You're always appreciated. I understand that you're giving up some of your own time to watch a scrim. However, it's very much appreciated. And of course, any followers or any subs are very much... I don't want to sound like a broken record, but any support is truly very appreciated. So we are waiting on Curse, Zico, Waved and Profits to ready up before we can start map number 2. Let me double check that everything is okay. Yep, team starting on defense on overtime is going to be random once again. This is a scrim, not a league game. So I think both teams definitely showed some good rounds. We saw Scythe very good on their attacks. We also saw Urbvn very good on their attacks. Neither team really hitting the mark on their defenses, shall we say. Saying Dinner's broke a record confirmed, exactly. I do say the same thing over and over again. Apollo, tell Wave to hurry up. Well, Profits spends like 5 years doing anything anyway. So that's not much of a surprise. We're just waiting on Curse from the side of Scythe. I was impressed by Scythe's attacks. They definitely were very good. And you know, for not casting them before, it's nice to see a team do fairly well. As I said, I recognise only Carbon's, Yuli and the Wolves names. I think I recognise Curse from somewhere, but I can't remember where. and I haven't seen Aero before, so it's nice to see how they played as a team. Urbvn though just seemed to outclass on those defenses. We saw the urban rush, shall we call it. And it worked against JPC in their RXL placement game, and it worked against Scythe here, but this time they were attacking Reading. Thank you all for joining the chat. But we are just in that awkward period of time between each map where there's not a lot to talk about, and there's not a lot that I can show you either. But I think I'm genuinely surprised that both teams did so good in their attacks. Cafe is notoriously a difficult map to attack. We saw Scythe taking 4 out of 6 attacking rounds. We saw Urbvn taking 5 out of 5 attacking rounds there. I don't think you can fault either team for their defense. It just seemed each attack was so strong. I think Urbvn were definitely happy as things kept going on. It was nice to see different types of setups being used from both teams. As we see Carbons, Uns, Readies. Carbon, yeah, I am right. Of course, players are allowed in chat, so if you do see a player in chat and you're like, why is he in chat? It's because any player can be in chat whilst we are waiting for the next map to start. 5 players readied up, 5 players haven't. The ones that haven't are Carbon's Curse, Zico Waved, and Prophets. And we just gotta wait for them, or until we hit that 20-minute timer. So 10 minutes have gone, and then we'll start, unless there is a severe issue to why people haven't readied up. So Villa, I spoke about the op bans. The cafe op bans we saw don't surprise me. The Villa op bans, I'm expecting Thatcher Monty again, and then probably something like a Mirror Echo. You may see a clash, and the only reason you may see a clash is because of those long corridors all around Aviator Games and all the way on that bottom floor. Really play to her advantage with the tasing distance. But yeah, if you did enjoy, as I said before, feel free to drop a follow. We are trying to hit 100 followers, so it'd be nice to do it in this stream. If you are wondering about my schedule for the week, this is the only game I know about. Well, there is one this week later on that I will make an announcement about, probably around Friday. But RXL games, I don't think I'll be doing any this week, because of 2 new entries. There's been a slight delay to the schedule being released as we wait for them to play. XCL hasn't started, and TEG only is in their playoffs phase. So it's probably just going to be scrims this week. So if anybody does want me to cast a scrim, feel free to DM me on Discord or on Twitter, I don't mind. And I'll see what I can do. But yeah, still waiting on those 5 players. Which is always fun. So feel free to talk about stuff in chat, and I'll get to it when I see it, because there's not much I can talk about right now. As I said, we are just waiting. We're in that painful phase of waiting for people to ready up. As we see Aero unreadies as well, so only 4 players have readied up. We're approaching that 20-minute deadline. So yeah, there's not a lot I can really talk about. But I'd feel free to send any topics in chat. You can have a mess around with the bot if anybody wants. And I'll just deal with some admin-y things currently. Apologies for this. Okay, so all of Urban have readied up. We are just waiting on Scythe to do the same. In particular, we're waiting for Curse, Carbons and Aero, as D-Wolves and Yuli have readied up. I'm just going to send them a message. And then we can jump back into that one. I've been at it 40 times, oh dear. Why? Apologies for this. Okay, we are still just waiting on Carbons and Curses. Aero readies up. We can then get back into things. Thank you all for hanging around in the pain that is waiting for players to ready up. Carbons and Curse still the only two that haven't. As I said, feel free to write stuff down in chat. I will respond to it when I can. And you can always use your channel points if you'd like. I still need a name for channel points and any ideas of what you'd like to have available for you to spend with them. So feel free to leave any names and suggestions in chat. And when I get the opportunity to, I will read and review them. Because I feel like I did the poll because I feel like if you're watching me, I feel like I just said I feel like 5 times in a row. I think that you should be able. I wanted more features for my viewers to have. Or more features for you guys to have. I'm just going to send Yuli a message. I wanted more features for you to have, so when you're watching me, there's actually stuff you can buy with your points rather than just spamming highlight my message, because all the rest emote based, and I'm waiting for probably around 5 to 10 subs before I decide on making any custom emotes. I probably will, because I feel like it's only fair. I need to make some banners as well, so if anybody knows anyone that's good at that sort of graphics stuff, that'd be greatly appreciated. I have messaged Yuli if he is ready, and he has responded back. They're waiting on Carbons. Okay, so we're just waiting on Carbons then, and we can then jump in. So to pick to attack Villa is fairly interesting to me. That's because Villa is such a defender-sided map. You don't really want to attack it first if you can avoid it. Of course, this is Scythe's map pick. Urban decided to attack first, defend first on Cafe, sorry. And it didn't work out for them as they went 2 and 4 in rounds. However, winning 5 attacks in a row definitely boosted their confidence. They're going to be pretty happy going into this one. So we wait for Carbons to come back. And then we can jump into map number 2. I think this map should be a good one. It's going to be quite interesting to see how each team defends compared to Cafes. We saw defences were fairly standard. It was the attacks that just seemed to outclass and outgun any defence setup, really. So it seems like between these two teams, it's difficult to defend against. Excuse me. So we'll have to see how Villa is different. I need to write down that Urban are defensive. Defending, I should say. Defending first. Again, they're going to hope that they can do better than before. And Scythe are going to be defending starting from round number 8. Apologies guys, just gonna have to deal with some admin-y things. Apologies for this. Just telling Urban I'm waiting on carbons. That is why we haven't jumped into map number 2. I'm gonna probably message Yuli again. Comes needs to hurry up. I'm not really sure what he's what the hold up issue is, but I have been waiting for coming up to 17 minutes. So it'd be nice to jump back into things. I have messaged Yuli asking what the issue is. So hopefully it's nothing that's going to be too annoying to sort out. I'd rather not have to rehost the entire server because I've been waiting for half an hour for a map. But yeah, as I said before, we are aiming for 100 followers, hopefully in this scrim, or this stream, but hopefully soon. That'd be appreciated. But only time will tell, as we still wait on the Scythe guys to ready up. I am running out of things to talk about, as you can imagine. I'm not sure what the issue is with carbons. I'm just going to ask what the issue is. And then we can hopefully get ready to play map number 2. So if you weren't there to watch map number 1, Urbvn did win 7-4. They won 5 attacks out of 5 attacks to go from 2-4 down to win 7-4. Apologies on this spore, I'm waiting. Yeah, it is. Carbon's ready's up, so I'm gonna ask if as everyone ready up. Finally, only took about 20 minutes, but you can stop complaining about it being boring because we can finally jump into some gameplay. So map number 2, Villa. Scythe's map pick, they pick attack. Interesting, in my opinion. So operator bans, will probably see a Thatcher ban to start things off. That's what I expect, and we may see a Monty ban as well. And we'll just have to see what type of ban it is. It's going to be a Thatcher ban, unsurprising. I do expect this to be a Monty ban, judging of course by Red, who plays a lot of Monty and he's annoyed to do it. It's a Hibana ban. I can't say I saw that coming. That is very, very interesting. I'm not too sure about that Hibana ban. Does limit all the destruction that can be used, but Hibana's not really played a lot on this map. And if we look back to map number 1, it was Scythe who used Hibana and Urbvn was still using Thermite. We had waved on Thermite, whereas we had the Wolves on Maverick. We saw Aero playing on playing on the... What's that called? Hibana. My brain is dying now because I've had to waffle for so long about literally nothing. But the last two defender bans are Mirror Echo. Unsurprising, really. We go to round number 1. Where are we going to see Aviator Games? It's going to be Trophy Statuary instead. So we see Red on the castle. Apollo and Zico swapping operators with Profits on the Bandit. That was a random pick, so I don't know if he is just going to 6th pick off of that. The Wolves is going to be bringing Thermite, and Arrow is going to be bringing Maverick as Carbon's 6 picks off Ash. As Waved also 6 picks. We're going to see a Buck. We're also going to see a Smoke. Buck is going to be playing below. I guarantee that.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
I think I
attackers.
sent OK Gabe's on Monty. Yeah, we may just see Red run Monty now. So let's have a look at this. So we're going to see Plausible Shield placed in Closet. That's probably going to be Zico playing in there as he's put 2 ADSs down to support the player in there. It might be Finker playing. It might be Apollo playing in there. That is, yeah, it's going to be Apollo. Ferguson, Dylan, you sound fat. I mean, you're a massive squeaker, so, you know, I don't really find your opinion relevant. But Apollo's going to be holding in Closet. We've got the middle wall rotation from Wave. That's interesting. He may just hold Bathroom. We have a look. Red and Profits there. Red was still reinforcing. He's making a rotation. Or is he making shotgun holes? He's making shotgun holes. Is he going to make a rotate? He is. This is an interesting setup. It's quite late as well. Red's got to be careful. Albeit Prophet has bandited those 2 walls. They are going to be safe. This is a very heavy Aviator Games hold. And with Carbons there on the Buck, Red's going to have to be careful with Volt being left soft. He's got to watch out for any flank. This is a study push. And its Profits is going to be in the first gunfight with Yuli. They're going to do a lot of damage to each other. C4 goes out. Does it find it? It doesn't. And it's going to have to run away from that as Yuli is looking for that kill. He does get shot from Zico. The Jaeger using that 416 carbine to his advantage. Going to fire some bullets in. Carbons is nearby. He may just skeleton key open Vault. And that's going to find a kill onto Prophet. She would find Red in there. Red going to peek it. But cross-angled as Yuli finishes things off. Prophet's still very much trapped and he's going to get taken out now. And Waved gets killed by Carbons. Where is Waved? Was Waved pushing up? I believe so. So it's the 2 grenade deniers that are left. Apollo and Zico. They're on a 2v5. I want to start things off well for their team. However, Scythe deciding
A bomb has been located.
to... It was an interesting shot to aviate a push. As Apollo knows that there is somebody nearby. Flashbangs coming out. Grenades coming out as well. And the pre-fire comes through. Down goes Curse. He's going to get killed probably soon. How has he got away with that? He finds the wolves as well. He does go down, leaving Zico in a 1v3. Zico is aware of Arrow going to be looking for the kill, but Zico manages to find a down onto Carbon. He's going to look for one as well. He's got to be careful because Yuli is coming in to find that kill, and indeed he does. Scythe going to find that one. They're going to take the first round. Something they couldn't do on Cafe, but they can now. Ferguson didn't give me strikes, 2 strikes for no reason. If you read chat, Fergal, you would know why you got given 2 strikes. So, not much to say about that as we see Trophy once again. Remind us this is a scrim, so results don't really mean a lot, shall we say. It's not going to go anywhere. So the same lineup being brought from the defenders. The attackers bringing in identical one as well, unless Carbon 6 picks onto Buck. Looks like he is just going to stay, or is he? He is going to 6 pick back to the Buck, so the same lineup, same 10 operators being brought from both teams.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So we're going to see an identical setup being made. This is interesting. I'll rotate into Master. This is not something I've seen before. Oh. It's going to be cast red as well. This looks like a different type of setup. As Prophet is reinforcing those 2 walls again. He's going to electrify them this time. Rotations still being made by Waved. Red is getting ready to barricade things off. It's going to barricade off 90. That's probably a good shot. Prophet going to start very aggressive up in study. It's going to look like a study take once again. Or is it? It's been a bit of a mix. They look like they're going to regroup and take study. Yeah, they are, as Red reinforcing now. Prophets, Bandits, those 2. Rotation being shotgun holes, being made by Red. So we've got the droning coming out from the attackers. Is any attacker not droning? Yuli isn't droning. He's entering in bike. You don't really see that very often. We've got an entry into bathroom as well. Are they just going to try and rush up main stairs to cut off the flank? I believe so, as the thing that connects the 2 roamers with the 3 near site is landing. So if you can cut that off as an attacker, you may be able to find a kill there. C4 wasted by Prophet. I don't think that was the right decision to be made. So we see Kitchen being cleared by Yuli. As Red finds the opening kill onto Aero, the Maverick going down. Where was Maverick? Oh, the long angle. The UMP doing work from that long angle. Not the best gun, of course, everybody knows it. Kirsty's going to reposition, pre-fire down into Aviator. Nothing's going to be found. Prophet is getting ready to run down the stairs. That's going to be risky with Yuli waiting. Yuli doesn't see him. That's the thing. But Prophet is there. He gets the down. The finish comes out as well. Zico stealing that kill. As we see Curse. He's in a difficult position now because he's got to deal with all these roamers that are nearby. I don't think they've got the drone in. Well, they have the drones available, but they don't know where people are. Red sort of runs into the brown box, gets taken out by the L85A2 of Curse. Thinker just punching holes. He makes out high. I think Apollo will be very happy that I can find that. Meanwhile, Curse, he's on a bit of a tear as he takes out Prophet. Zico waved and Apollo, the 3 left. Carbons goes down though by Zico. He is eliminated. The Wolves and Curse, they're going to be looking for a trophy take. I don't think they see Apollo. Apollo's watching for them. They're waved with the SMG-11. Beautiful shot onto the Wolves. That's put the Sledge in a lot of trouble. Now Waved knows he's somewhere nearby. The shots come out as well. I think Waved walks into him a bit and he's just going to hold the shotgun on a tight angle. Curse is going to look to reposition himself. Free fire comes out. The friendly fire comes out as well. Waved with the shotgun headshot. Urban get win their second defense. Second time of asking. Misses the first shot. Lands the second. Curse couldn't land those 2. Got 2k for that round, so it wasn't all disappointment. So that was a much better round from Urban as they go to AVG, now at Aviator Games. I'm looking at the people in chat. Who's called their Twitch account Feet? What who called their? Okay. Carbons is going to 6-pick as Red 6-picks from Bandit to Val. Carbons, who are you going to 6-pick to? Is it the Buck? No, it's to Capital. So we finally get to see a Capital. We finally see a Legion as well. I'm genuinely interested to who called their Twitch account Feet.
Attackers need to locate and defuse it.
He's playing, so it's not going to be him. It's probably Fergal. It sounds like something you would do. Anyway, we finally get to look at a site that isn't trophy statuary. And what's the chance we see a trophy statuary type of hold? I want to see where these being reinforced. Yeah, it's going to be trophy statuary hold by the fact that these two walls have been reinforced. You don't get that often. Red putting a vault cam there. Underneath the bench at the top of landing, he's also going to put one in study. On the painting there. We've got the rotation being made. I expect Zico to put a shield down. In fact, he does. I did see... I want to say it was TSP playing Tyrant on Villa. Somebody had a shield on this soft floor, and every round, I believe it was someone from Tyrant, I think it was Connor Huddo, he just walked below, Ash charged above, and that was about it. So Zika's going to have to get wiped out very early on. Red's roaming here. He's got to be careful he doesn't get found very easily either. Apollo getting very dangerously close to the attackers. He's going to run between the bullets there as Red is also going to peek it, I believe. MPX firing. He's going to just retreat, rocking that robot camo. Oh no, the Norengo camo. Turns out I am awful with skins. Curse is going to watch the Astro staircases. Yuli pushes in to trophy. Evil's going to be droning in shell, with Aero also droning to Profits. Knows someone's popped a goo mine. He doesn't really know where. This is a master take, as we can see. The goo mines are just getting triggered now. Red is going to throw a C4 out. It's not going to find anything or do a bit of damage to anybody. Gunfire comes out. Curse walks backwards. Apollo's taking a little bit damage, but not as much as Yuli did by Red. And with Apollo safely on site, there's not a lot that can be done aside from Red sprinting around below. He does have to be careful due to a flank drone being watched by the Wolves. So we are in a bit of a stalemate right now. Cam's getting destroyed. And there is not a lot that is happening. Apart from Tiki Smoke being used, Wave gonna throw another one out. Yuli actually misses the shield there. That's very, very unfortunate. Does he even have any left? He's got 2 stuns. He hasn't got any left as Wave. What is he doing? The man has been well, the boy. I'm only joking, Wave. The guy's been really good with those SMG-11 headshots. He finds another one. As that flank drone being watched by D-Wolves isn't enough, as Red walks up those stairs, finds the kill onto the thermite, and he's just going to hide. But meanwhile, Yuli does find Profits, so it's not all gloom and doom for Scythe, Erido, and Red. They're in a bit of ring around the roses as Carbon is going to trigger the goo mine. Apollo finding that kill. Red gonna fire some shots now as Apollo finds Yuli as well, but Red gonna finish things up. Finds the headshot onto Aaron. If you touch that diffuser, that Valkyrie is gonna come for you. Tries for the wallbang, doesn't matter as he looks for the headshot and he finds it. So a great round from Urbvn. Early pick was theirs. This is don't go. Are they going liver? I was slightly concerned they were going living room there. That isn't. And you may go, why are you concerned? Living room is such a bad site. If anybody goes there, I'm automatically concerned. But it looks like we're going to dining room kitchen. There's not much choice. They can go as I flick my pencil across the room. Garbins is going to stick off the Ash again. Is he going to go Capital or is he going to go Buck? It's going to be onto Ash. So Carbins finally plays the Ash. His arrow is off the Maverick. He is now on the IQ. And Apollo is on Castle. That is not something you see every day. I don't know, saying, come on, lads.
Attackers need to locate and
going for that Urbvn support there. Not seeing a lot of support for Scythe. I'm not sure how long they've been a team for. I want to say this starting roster hasn't been around for too long, as Yuli was on Good Morning for quite a while. I don't know if he's trialing D-Walls, was on Abrupt, was he? I want to say Abrupt. I can't remember what team Carbons was on, and Curse is from somewhere. My memory is awful, so that is why I don't remember anything. Anyway, who cares about that? It's Dining Room Kitchen. It's everybody's favourite tertiary site. And how are we going to see the Urban Boys defend this one? It's a very difficult site to hold. We've got the middle wall reinforced, the rotation on the northern wall. And the rest has been castled off. Red roaming on that Valkyrie. I'm really surprised just to see Apollo willingly play castle, as he breaks the picture frame. Oh, Yuli definitely heard that. Free fire comes out, doesn't land any bullets, and Apollo actually castles that. The fact he got away with that, fair play to him. Prophet, bit slow reactions onto Kirsty's drones. Let's have a look. Is it going to be any resistance for this master? Bedroom, there is a slight bit of resistance coming from Red, and once again on Astro's stairs. He knows that somebody is nearby, but I don't know he knows how many are nearby, which is quite a lot. Garbins vaults on in. He's going to be careful. The MPX fire comes out. I think he just saw Red run down below. Waved with the SMG-11 run out onto Yuli. Oof. Fair play to the smoke. He finds a very crucial opening pick, as we've got Zico roaming basement. Basement, you only really play basement for this site, as you've got on in Pantry and bordering China. You've got the basement stairs. Well, apart from Red as well. It's going to spot Zico. Where is Red? That is my question. He's prowling around in Classical. I don't know if the attackers know this. They are going to be looking for vertical, as we can see all the floor get destroyed there by the sledge of Curse. The hatch has been opened up as well. Laundry has been vacated by Waved, who was the only player near there. Red is going to fire some shots at Carbons, but Carbons finds two, as he found Zico and Red. The guys running through now Bicycle, as the two Urban players were stacking up. Red going for that refrag, not working out. Carbons, they're taken fairly low. We hear everybody starts to drone. Wave sat in Laundry. This is quite a ballsy play, I'm not going to lie. He's going to try and do some damage. He's going to use the last one, I believe. Or was it shot? It might have been shot. No, it's been placed, and the walls is going to get stalled out. Flashbangs come out for not much reason, to be honest. No impact can be brought to delay the hatch, as that barricade has been opened up. The wolves though gets taken out by Wave. Runs in, Nobles gets that headshot with the shotgun. Wow, that was some quick refrags, as Apollo found one, Prophet found another, but Curse refragging Wave out. So Sledge stuck in a 1v2. He's been left alone once again, and Prophet is the player who mops this one up. Around that Scythe should have won. Urban find themselves there and ready and waiting. We are going to see Trophy this time, unless Urban decide that Living Room is the best shout. I highly doubt it. And it is going to be Trophy. If they win this, we'll probably see Aviator Games once again. If they lose it, I'm not too sure, as Waved is on Cav. That's probably going to be a sick pick, and Yuli got assigned Fuse. Indeed, Waved is going to sick pick here onto Smoke, and Yuli goes back onto the Zephyr. Very good round from Urban there. Scythe had a great start after dropping a player. Carbon's really bringing it back to put themselves in a 4v3. Didn't matter though, as Wave was there to refrag, and Prophet and Apollo were there waiting for kills as well. Let's have a look at utility. I forgot to do it in round 4, so we'll do it in round 5 instead. The defenders of Urban are bringing 1 deployable shield, 2 nitros, 2 barbed wire, 2 proximities, and the attackers of Scythe are bringing 6 flashbangs, 2 smokes, 3 breaches, and 2 frag grenades. So a lot of utility being brought. to melt through that ADS and that magnets, and those magnets, plurals.
10 seconds left before insertion.
As we're going to see Wade prowling around Astros. He makes down below. That gives you a nice line of sight onto anybody trying to push up these red stairs. We saw Zico finding a kill there, well, a confirm there. That's the Prophet, I believe, downed Yuli. It's a study hold, and study push. We can see Yuli looking like he's going to go and apply pressure in closet. Excuse me. The only difference this time, got no. And that has been opened up. That is risky there. Carbon's just going to be ready to open up that window. Profits, I don't think realises it for the time being, but Carbon's is going to be holding a long L for any support coming through classical. C4 once again gets wasted fairly early on there, but it does actually do a bit of damage. Prophet may try and peek this. He has been spotted on the drone, so he's not going to think better of it. Bit of friendly fire there from Red, not going to lie. Getting a bit too excited with that super shorty. And we are once again in a stalemate. Jackal ping goes out, I believe, onto Prophet, or is it onto Red? It's onto Red. I think Red is okay with it. He's actually going to peek quickly here. But he's going to retreat backward. Got to be careful though, because Prophet is there and waiting. He finds Yuli. He can actually finish it this time without the kill being nicked. Does a lot of damage to the walls, but Red takes a lot of damage as well. Carbon's looking for that kill, but Aero is the one that finds it. The MP7 of Profits gets a double. He gets a triple as well as he finds Carbon's. The Norwegian finding a lot of value for that MP7 and lost a very little health in return. That was a good amount of kills. Of course, your castle's gone down, but you force the diffuser to be dropped. The pings on Profits going to force him back to site. Kelsey's going to pick that diffuser up. The smoke grenades from Waved are going to start to come out, as Waved is on the flank of his own. He's going to go for that smoke grenade kill, as he's going to find it on Curse, leaving Aero in a 1v4. Waved going to find another headshot on that SMG-11. He's been absolutely unbeatable on that gun, and they're showing exactly why. Beautiful recoil control, and of course with Wave there's always a cheeky bit of crouch spamming. Technico, wow, Norwegian power. As we do see Aviator Games next. So we've seen Urbvn's defences. There was a shaky start, a trophy in round number 1, but they've definitely brought it back, looking more and more dominant as rounds have gone on, and Scythe need to break this momentum, because otherwise they're going to be in difficult territory. As Red is actually going to 6-pick onto Vigil. Carbons is going to go on to the IQ, and there's not a lot he's actually going to be able to track as Red 6-picks onto Vigil. I expect the Vigil to hold Master Side, potentially lying in closet, waiting for somebody to just jump on in, get knifed.
Bombs as they can.
However, let's have a look at how Urbvn are going to set this one up. So it's looking like fairly standard reinforcements coming out. Apologies for the silent, there's a bit of admin stuff, and there's not a lot I can really talk about. So we're probably going to see a rotation being made by Waved. So he's going to use that backup shield there.
5 seconds left.
He's going to pop the hatch as well.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb.
We've got Zico holding top of the main stairs. We've also got Waved holding on that fairly standard spot. He's also going to make that rotation for Zico to escape out of any issues he may be in. Apollo's the only one with a reinforcement, so we may see him on site, except nope, he's just used it. That rotate hole is going to be there the entire time. Red is going to be roaming, like I said. He's going to be looking for D-walls, actually. He's going to be, as I also said, roaming master side. D-wall's going to be draining bathroom. Actually, he's just going to go to roof, regroup all the way over to study. As what was Wade doing? Was he going for a cheeky spawn peek? Maybe he was, because he's down very, very low. He's going to have an enjoyable round of sitting on Scythe. Scythe, he's going to go and charge on through anyway. As you might expect, he gets taken down. Curse is there, ready and waiting on that one. Zico playing once again behind a shield on 1 my. He hasn't had the most riveting gameplay. That has missed. How on earth did that miss? Usually missing the Zico shield. And the next one gets magneted. Actually, I think that was just a stun. And Yuli used all utilities. Yuli, though, does find Zico. Carbons finds Apollo. So it just leaves Prophet and Red left in a 2v5. Prophet isn't going to land those shots that he needs to. This time he's going to get spotted on the drone as well. He's going to pre-fire anyway. Red needs to get back to site fairly quickly. He's going to find Yuli. Going to stall the defenders, the attackers out, sorry, as a frag grenade gets thrown. Aero going to be getting ready to peek. In fact, he's going to be droning as Prophet gets taken down, leaving Red in a 1v4. He's going to see the Jackal. Can he land the shots? No, he can't. The wall bangs come through. He's left in a 1v4. Can't land all the shots. It doesn't matter. Aero is there. And Scythe managed to take an attacking round. I've got to say, that was just, I think, a bit cocky coming out from Urbvn. Waved, went for the really aggro play, and then decided, you know what, I'm just going to charge through study and hope they don't notice me. Of course, when Curse is just going to watch the angle, there's not a lot that can be done. So Scythe make sure that they aren't 5-1, which they'll be very happy with. It's actually going to be dining played first. That's not something you see every day. And we are actually going to see our first pulse as Red is on the blitz. Is he going on to Monty? Yes, he is. And Yuli is not going to go on to Chanka. He's going on to Jaeger. Red going to be on the Monty. That's no big surprise here. As you can see, Prophet's on Sledge. Waved back on Thermite. Zeke on IQ and Apollo on Ash.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
So let's go
bomb.
dining first. That is very interesting. They're going to hope that this can confuse the attackers. They've got 2 C4s to deal with it. Let's have a look at the leaderboard after 6 rounds. Waved on Smoke has been top fragging, going 7 and 3, followed by Prophets and Apollo, with Red just above Zico. Looking at the side of Scythe, Curse is top fragging with 5 kills. Aero, Carbons and Yuli have all got 4. And the Wolves yet to find himself on the board as of yet.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
This is a very interesting hold as nobody is on site.
Attackers are moving.
This is very risky. As we saw in Cafe, how Urbvn just walks up to the door and they're like, you know what, let's rush. So we'll have to see. As actually the hatches have been popped, they start dropping back down to site. I'm not sure why it took them so long to start reinforcing, because they've only reinforced 2 walls upstairs and popped the hatch. As we see 3 members of Urbvn grouping up, in place by Yuli. Curse playing very aggressive. He sees our Monty there, and he knows that he's going to have to move. C4 gets thrown out. It's not a good placement, and it doesn't find a lot either. Red, though, is taken very low. He's just going to try and maneuver himself around. Flashbangs coming out. Prophet looking into kitchen. As we see the hatch get opened up. Wave finds Yuli, but Aero finds a double kill. The Wolves finds Prophets as well. Wave, though, does refrag onto Curse. Red and Wave left in a 2v3. Wave goes down. It's now just up to Red. He finds a headshot onto 1. It's now a 1v2. He does have to be careful. The Wolves is very low, so he does have that safety. And we also now see Aero rotating back to site. The Wolves moving up, gonna play much closer. He's pinged Aero to position himself on kitchen. And I don't think Red knows this. And no, he doesn't. A lot of tense action, but the Wolves, after a quiet first half, manages to come out quite big for team of Scythe. Using that UMP to its fullest potential. Not the best gun, of course. You did find 2 that round. As Curse, Carbons and as Aero got a double. And Carbons found 1 as well. Bit shaky there from Urbvn. I don't think they were expecting Dining Room first, as we are going to see Aviator. As we're actually going to see Zico plays a Fear, not Gridlock, and Yuli's going to play that Maestro. We're going to see our first Goya on this map as well. The Wolves going to be on that operator. Everybody else we have seen at least once. So Scythe are going to hope that they can do what Urbvn did to them, win 5 of their attacks to make sure that Urbvn don't win this map. As we see a Goya shield placed on Vault. Got the two trophy landing onto Pig Window. Walls reinforced. I can't remember what that room is called. What this room is called. So I will call it Pig, even though I know it's not. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, let's get back to actually stuff you care about, which is going to be the setup for this map. Got Yuli, he's going to be reinforcing those two study games walls. Aviator's been very loosely reinforced. We've got the middle of 4 being reinforced, and we've only got 1 wall being reinforced onto Aviator in study. That's very surprising. As aggressive peeking from air, he's going to try and catch somebody off guard. The only player down there is Apollo, and he's going to move away. Red's going to be that human drone. He's going to ping things out, and he's just going to walk towards the defenders. The C4 gets thrown, pings come out, and Red gets shot from the stairs. Yuli, though, finds Waved, but Waved does manage to open up the wall. Red, though, is very much trapped in here. The SMG-11 shots come out from Curse. Smoke grenades come out as well. Red is just going to sit in the corner and be annoying. Zico is running through smoke and is actually going to down himself because of it. As Red tries to find a kill there. Not sure what he was trying to do as the cross angle came out. Then we're going to have to regroup. But Apollo, where has he come from? The guys walked in, found Aero, and also found the wall. He's swung it right back in there for Urbvn. Of course, they've got a lot of players heavily injured. Thinker, though, Apollo, though, does go down. The frag grenade out. Prophet's going to aggressively peek that. Can he find that smoke? Yes, he can. He finds the SMG-11 shots as well, and he's just going to push on in. He could just try and go for a plant. He's going to take some fire damage from that one. Yuli knows he's around there. Yuli, though, is going to look the wrong way. Now he looks the right way. The shots come out. Zico finding that kill, leaving Prophets in a 1v2. Doesn't matter, he swings it. However, cross angles come out. Carbons finds that one. Scythe equalise things 4-4. Gotta say, a very good round from Scythe there. They'll be very happy with how that one went. So we are going to see Trophy this time. So I'm going to try and hope they complete the full circle as Zico goes on to Nemad. We see our first Mozzie and Kaid of this map. The Wolves on the Kaid. Yuli on that Mozzie. Zico's actually going to 6-pick onto the IQ. And we've got Aero on the Valkyrie Curse, on that Mute. Carbons on the Jaeger.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So, Urbvn are going to have a very good guess that they're going to go Trophy stat rate. Of course, the issue is now is if Scythe win this one, they've got to defend Dining again. They lose the element of surprise, as Urbvn will know that that is where they've got to go. So we've got some reinforcements coming out, some shotgun holes below. Aero, the only operator with any real setup, shall we say. He's got the vault cams to throw around the map. He's definitely having a good day. He's going to place one laundry. No, he's just going to do. This is fairly standard. You break the floor below. You throw the vault cam up, just so you, when you get on it, you can see underneath the bed. You get a nice view of all of Master. And are we going to see a study take? Yes, we are. We haven't seen Red have the impact on the Monty that he's probably wanted. Very held indeed. So heavy that if Urbvn killed the Wolves, they could plant and it'd be very difficult This is actually just looking like we're playing Aviator games. There's the Scythe. As we saw it with Urbvn as well. We've got everybody stacking up on this window. Drone has been sniped by Yuli. As at the end of the corridor. Red is going to destroy that one to make sure it doesn't do a lot. Aero finds the opening kill onto Apollo. He's been sat on classical 90s, throwing a Valk cam down. Curse has taken a lot of damage as well. The Monty is just going to force the Valk to move away. Anybody there ready for refrags? Profits is there. He finds Carbon. He's going to look for the Valk as well, and he's actually going to injure the Valk. It's not going to matter though because somebody wide peeks. Red isn't there for the calls. D-Wolves finds the sledge to equalise things out. Curse though, still very low on health. I believe Zico is now pushing up with the rest of the team wave. Sort of pushing by himself on stable yard. Curse has to be careful. Cheeky, well there are no cheeky grenades. He's just going to have to be very careful with that one. Wave. He's going to move around, go onto Skylight. He's going to try and peek. He's not going to see anybody. His D-Balls is holding a cute angle. The droning not there as Red goes down to D-Ball. Zico though tries for the refrag. He's just going to move down the stairs. Wave is also there. Curse is going to be watching that angle. Yuli just pre-firing down into Astro, but nobody is holding Astro. SMG-11 from Curse comes out. Not going to do a lot of damage as Yuli gets taken down by Waved. And Zico is now going to know that there is a player nearby. Is he just going to push on in? That'd be very risky if he does. Curse doesn't know this. The ping has come out. And Zico there, going to pre-fire him. Down he goes. Urbvn looking to try and take the lead. But the Wolves, he's on full health. Waved is on very, very little health. So Zico going to have to cover this one. C4 gets thrown out. Wave moves away. And Zico going to find those shots on to the Wolves. Urbvn, they take themselves back into the lead. Very nice kill in a quiet game up until that point. Found himself with 2 kills there. The Monty was much better that time around. Got a lot more done. However, still seem to be some issues with droning, and Urbvn are going to know that this is going to be a dining room attack. Actually, they are. Because Scythe obviously just lost trophies. They probably expect a trophy hold. It's actually just going to be dining kitchen once again, and Yuli is going to 6-pick onto Jaeger, so no Mozzie for us. Or is he going to change his mind? He's probably just changing his gadgets. So we're 3/4 of the way through regular play on map number 2. Map number 1, 7-4 for Urbvn. If you weren't there to watch it, let's have a look at the utility being brought, as I always do every 3 rounds. So the attackers of Urbvn, go through them first. They are winning. They've got 2 smokes, 2 frags, 2 claymores, 3 flashbangs, and the defenders of Scythe, they've got 2 nitros, 2 proximities, 2 impacts, and 2 barbed wire. They're probably going to have a very similar setup to before. We've got rotations being made by Curse. He's going to make a shotgun hole in the other one. This was the issue that Urbvn had. They really struggled. So we'll have to see how Urbvn can improvise and adapt on their attacks for the site. It didn't go well last time. Can it go well this time? Yeah, they definitely look like they're planning, or were planning, a Aviator push. But they are going to change their mind. They've kept all 10 drones up, which is very good. Curse going to try and peek. That's very aggressive, considering that had just been open. The UMP as well gets fired out. Waved is just going to rush into sight, and he's going to pay with his life. I got the spectate glitch, so I couldn't actually spectate that gunfight. Thermite just going to absolutely charge on past. I think Red has definitely seen the Jaeger. Well, he has now. Somebody is going to look for that Jaeger, and that somebody is Apollo, but Apollo not going to land those shots. He's going to have to change his approach. Zico going to move up as Red has managed to move up the stairs. Zico with support, and Prophet is going to try a launch push. Red takes a little bit of damage from a C4. Zico gets taken down by Aero on the Vigil. That's from below. Aero probably going to find Red now. Yeah, Red just going to sit in a corner. Prophet is there, however. Red going to go down. The diffuser has been dropped. Aero gets taken out by Prophets, which gets immediately traded by Yuli, leaving Apollo in a 1v4. A bit of a mess, that one, once again. And it looks like we may have an equalised rounds. But Apollo, we've seen him do stuff like this before. He's going to try and bait those defenders towards him. Not the most riveting action, as Carbons is just going to be hunting for him. Yuli has actually dropped that, and he's going to swing it as well. He is going to pay for it with his life, as Apollo with the Alpha C doesn't miss a lot of shots. He takes down the Jaeger. The Fuser is stuck though once again, and with Curse he's just going to probably wait for Apollo to push. The Scythe guys know that Apollo, who's on 1 health to make things worse for himself, is just going to probably take a timeout on this one. Just again, is Carbon's just going to, or Devil's going to try and push anything? No. We are probably looking like an unofficial timeout. And Apollo's actually just going to move around. He's going to make a smiley face, which is what you want to see. It's a bit wonky, not going to lie. I've seen better smiley faces. And he's just going to shoot around the corner as Curse decides that there is no smiley faces allowed. He's going to get rid of Apollo. So, round 11, it's 5-all. This is where it gets quite tight for both teams. We are going to see Aviator Games once again. They won it before. They're going to hope that they can do it again. They are bringing an identical lineup than they brought last time when they defended it. And, excuse me, Urbvn are bringing the same attacking lineup as they brought when they attacked it. They've brought this lineup every single round so far. So, Urbvn, they're going to need to communicate a bit better if they want those attack rounds to come in and win this match. I think Scythe can probably continue to afford to keep what they're doing, and they'll be happy to walk around with the round to win on that one. Of course, there is overtime. The sides are random. 3 rounds of overtime. The rotation comes out from Curse. He sets up the shotgun holes as well. As Yuli is going to reinforce those 2 study games walls. So I just want to say, as we wait in this prep process, this wall has been left off once again. If you are enjoying and you're not already followed to my Twitch, feel free to drop a follow. Cast RX placement games on this account, and any scrims that I get will be casted on here as well. You can use the command !socials, and the bot should link you my YouTube and my Twitter if you are interested, of course. As the bot has said, remember to make clips. You can, of course, it's also linked my Twitter, so if you just at me on Twitter, if it goes on Twitter, that'd be always appreciated. Red's going to be joining out Master. It's going to be a Master tick here. So yeah, if you're enjoying, feel free to drop a follow. I'm trying to hit 100 followers, so if to do it in this scrim or stream would be greatly appreciated. And very much a thank you from me. Anyway, back to the action. Not much to happen apart from Zico and Carbons are very, very close to each other. Undeniable to say, as that barricade has very much screwed over Carbon. He's now forced on landing. He's going to have a lot of gunfight from Wave. The barricade is popped, and Carbons does take a lot of damage. In the meantime, Wave though takes a lot of damage as well, as Red is making his way through Classical. Zico finds the opening pick onto Carbons, the Jaeger going down, and the Goyo, he is nearby. Red's gonna try and apply some sort of pressure. The flashbang gonna flashbang team. The Goya shield gets popped. The smoke grenade comes out as well. And how on earth is Wave still alive? He's going to prone in like a snake. He's going to drop the defuse because he knows it's risky. He's going to pop the Goyo. He's going to get rushed by the smoke. The SMG-11 going to find that headshot. But Curse does take a ton of damage. Meanwhile, we see the attackers re-approaching their attack. Curse is going to be throwing a smoke grenade out of that. Zico is going to be looking for the smoke. I feel he knows the smoke's there. He's going to find Curse. Going to reposition. Wave has DC'd. That's so unfortunate. Now, when Zico finds a triple for the round, he's found error. He's on for the ace. I think Urbvn would be very happy if the player who's had a bit of a quiet game could come out quite large in this one. Zico going to have another gunfight. He finds a quad for the round. He's looking for the ace. Can he find it? That's the question. No, he can't. Profits. The Norwegian decides, you know what? No ace for Zico. And he is going to take that one for himself. Someone else, how many followers are you on? 92 at the minute, I believe. Are Urbvn going to leave and are we going to get rehosted? It'd be an absolute pain if we do, because we've run for 11 rounds. We're going to round number 12. Looks like there isn't going to be a rehost. Okay, so Urbvn are going to try and close this one out here, as it's going to be trophy for the last site. Very, very good work from the IQ of Zico, using that G8 to his advantage. Walked in, pre-fired a lot, got a 4K. Profit stealing the ace. Not going to be a slightly disappointed. Red is actually going to 6-pick to Thermite. I'm not sure why we haven't got a rehost yet. I'm assuming Urbvn are probably feeling quite confident. Not really too sure what they're doing about that. Apologies guys, going to have to deal with some admin things. I'll leave you on an overview for Trophy Slattery site. Okay, all admin stuff has been taken care of. I'll have to load up Twitch on my phone to monitor chat because I haven't bothered to use my PC for it.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining.
Okay, so we're gonna see an aviator, an aviator games hold once again. We've seen it from both teams now. We saw Profits and Red do it from Urbvn. We're going to see Curse do it probably with Carbons as the barbed wire goes down to Classical. Dumps out as well. And it's going to be a study push as well. So Apollo going to be on the Nomad as Waved has returned. So if it does go to overtime, he is back. He is the only player in double digits in the entire game on support. Playing that frag. White 2 drones just suicide completely to Carbons there as Red. He's looking for that Jaeger. That ping has come out. I'm not sure what that ping is to suggest. Apollo is just going to pre-fire it. Are we going to see smoke grenades or is everybody going to stack up on each other? That's the question. It looks like these guys are getting ready for a potential rush. I say that, guess not. Apollo on that Nomad getting ready to use his air jabs. Carbons, he's got a bullet hole there. Red is going to drone that out. Say, you know what? Actually, he's not. Bit of misdroning there as Zico finds the opening pick onto Aero. And that is a long angle for that G8. Fair play to him. Is Profit going to have a bit of a gunfight with Jaeger. No, with Carbons. Sorry, neither find each other. Carbons has to make it back to site with Apollo. He's just waiting. Red's still droning on that window. He's going to reapproach. As Zico gets taken down. That was from Trophy. Fair play from Curse using the SMG-11 to the long angle. Apollo firing some shots there. The C4 gets used by Yuli as mute of Curse is the mute of Curse bringing the bulletproof cam. Profits, as he knows there's one nearby. Is he just going to quick peek it? That's the question. Actually, it's going to get swung by both of them. He's got no grenades to use either. He's going to find the kill onto Yuli. Red, though, is immediately refragged by Curse, so it is a 2v3. And Leewolves takes a lot of damage in the meantime. Profits is going to swing it. They've got site control now. Profits does have to be careful because Carbons is there and waiting. He's going to find one, leaving Finker or Apollo. as he's better known in a 1v3. He can probably clutch it. I jinxed it completely, as that angle being held by Curse is enough to send this to overtime, as Scythe finishes off their defensives, winning 4, losing 2. Identical to Urbvn. They are going to get the defenses first. So we see Dining being played as they've won it twice. It makes sense to go there, as Aviator they've won once and Trophy they've won once. So go to the site they've won twice. Smart play. However, this time it's not going to be a 5v4, and Waved is going to be back on that Fragmite, as that's what he has been doing. Well, I think 7 of his kills were on smoke. Let's have a look at the leaderboard at the end of regular play. Curse going 10 and 9. He is top fragging for the side of Scythe, with Profits and Waved going 10 and 9, 10 and 7 respectively.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
Those are the
defused by
3
attackers.
players with double digits. Zico going 9 and 7, Apollo going 8 and 7, Yuli going 9 and 10, Carbon's going 7 and 7, Leewall's going 5 and 8, and Red going 6 and 10. So it is Dining Room, not a surprise considering we've seen the best success from Scythe has been on this site. Weirdly enough, shall we say, as Curse, once again brings the bulletproof cams. Interesting. I'm not sure whether he forgot to take it off, because I'm fairly sure he's around C4 every other site.
10 seconds remaining.
So it could have been a simple mistake from
5
him.
seconds to go.
Very unfortunate though, when he wants to rep a C4 out to deny plant, he is going to have, he's not going to be able to do anything, as he'll either have a bulletproof camera still in his pocket,
Attackers have
or
dropped the bomb diffuser.
it'll be placed around the map somewhere. So this is probably going to be a laundry push once again. Oh, never mind. Art Studio from Wave. Feeling braved, is he? I guess so. They've got to watch out for Carbons. He is roaming on that pulse. He is the one that they have to watch out for. This is a living room hold. Fairly interesting. You don't see that every day. Living room library at a site you don't often want to play. I don't think they've actually noticed that the pulse is there, because Wave is just triggered proximity, as Yuli is waiting, as Carbon going to find the kill, going to find a lot of damage dealt to him by Wave, I should say. Meanwhile, as Waved with the pistol finds one, Red with the pistol finds another. The pistols of Urbvn coming up quite clutch, as Carbon's and Arrow have been taken down early on. I thought Carbons would be able to take down Wave. He's done a lot more damage to him, but the Thermite's still alive, and with the Monty shield coming down to support, it's going to be difficult now, as Apollo is going to be a player to watch as he comes in for the flank. In fact, he's just going to drone immediately. Waved finds a double for the round. Apollo going to find one onto D-Wolves, leaving Yuli in a 1v5. It's going to be very difficult for him. Can he find one? He finds Zico there. He's equalised it. Well, he's improved his chances even more when he found Wave, but Apollo there with the knife. And Urbvn are going to take that round. They finally win an attack. See, Urbvn are going to be defending now. And let's be, where do they choose to go? If you have a look, they've had the best success in Dining. They've played it once, won it once. They're going to go to Aviator Games, which they won once, lost once, compared to Trophy, which they won twice, lost once. So an interesting choice right there. We actually see a Nook. It is going to be 6th pick by Curse. Is he going on to the sledge? He's going to go on to his own Monty. Actually, no, he's going to go on to sledge, as Red was thinking of 6th picking. I have just been messaged by Yuli. Apologies for this. Okay, so we're going to see Aviator Games being played by Urbvn. They are going to be reinforcing the similar walls as they did last time. It's probably going to be red roaming around master. Apologies for that. Just dealing with messages from players. Okay, so back to the action. We're going to have Zico playing on Pixel once again. He's going to be shooting something. All these railings, which are very, very annoying. So I don't blame him at all. Red finds the opening kill onto Carbons as the Ash gets taken down. Where on earth was she? That was a run out and a half, was it? Where she repelling on Astro, and Red sat there and he was waiting. Does have to be careful because Curse is nearby, but it looks like the attackers are going to regroup to this top floor. The early pick is so crucial. The Ash couldn't use any utility, so no flashbangs and no grenade launcher breaching round being available. Red is going to rotate down below once again. He does have to be careful. There is a Jackal of Error. It's our first Jackal of this map. Waved is playing quite aggressive as well. And he hears the shots as Apollo finds two. As he finds Aero and Yuli. That's a very good for Urbvn right there. It's now a 2v5. Curse and D-Wolves against the Wilders. And Apollo finds a triple for the round, leaving D-Wolves in a 1v5. He's got plenty of time, but does he have the skills to do it? He finds Red as Red suicide charges past. Zico tries to crouch spammer his way through. The flank comes out though as the destruction works. Apollo finds a quad for the round as Urbvn managed to win 8-6. So they end up winning 2-0, 7-4 on map 1, 8-6 on map 2. And what a game that was. I hope you did enjoy. That was a very enjoyable one to watch. We see Polygon 14-7, E-top fragged for Urbvn, and we also saw Yuli top fragging going 11 and 12. So I want to say a massive thank you to all of you watching. If you did enjoy, feel free to drop a follow. That will be greatly appreciated. We are trying to hit 100 followers, as I've said multiple times. It was a good match between these two teams, a very close one as well. It was nice to see Scythe perform quite strongly. Of course, I've casted Urbvn many a time, never casted this Scythe team, so it was nice to see how they played. Of course, if you scroll up to my stream elements, you can find me on Twitter at DylanC14, capital I, not lowercase l, and you can also find me on YouTube, Tinnypath TBM, except this time TBM has a space. On my YouTube, I post all the VODs from my Twitch, so they don't get deleted, and there is a permanent reminder of a certain game that I have casted. But yeah, I would like to say thank you for both teams for allowing me to cast. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to drop a follow. Any are appreciated, as I said. If you want any notifications that are a lot more, there is a lot more time before, so you can follow me on Twitter. I only post Siege related things. It's usually notifications of my schedule. My schedule this week is fairly quiet. Aside from an announcement that I get to make, I'm probably going to make on Friday, which should be quite exciting. But for the meantime, thank you all for watching. Feel free to drop a follow. Thank you both teams for putting on a great showing and allowing me to cast. And thank you for watching. That's all from me. Bye bye.